Namaste. Now many people want to practice detachment and they find it very very difficult to practice detachment in their life. They always get attracted to the worldly pleasure and they have pain sometimes in that worldly pressure which does not hit them across. So how do you intensify the bhava? How do you intensify the detachment? Now you take the verses of Milarepa. He says all worldly pursuit have one unavoidable and inevitable end, which is sorrow, acquisition and dispersion, building and destruction, meeting and separation, birth and death. So you take these words again and again you chant. Now for example, he says all worldly pursuits lead to sorrow. Now you just take yourself and you reflect it. You think, oh, and he says birth and death. You're going to look at yourself and you're going to say, oh, my father died, my mother died, my brother died, my wife died, my children will die, everything will die, the buildings will die, the vehicles will die. That's how you go into the deep vairagya, by remembering the what you call the illusionary nature of the world. We do not remember the illusionary nature of the world. All our pain comes from the misunderstanding that everything is going to be perfect. We never think pleasure will lead to pain and pain will lead to pleasure. Doubt will lead to faith and faith will lead to doubt. Regret will lead to what you call understanding. Understanding will lead to regret. It is a life of duality. So you please understand that when Milarepa says acquisition and dispersion, see how much of money have you made? Were you ever able to hold it? So the point is you take these words again and again and chant it. Now for example, I have taken these verses of Milarepa and chanted more than 108 times. I'll simply chant all worldly pursuit have one unavoidable inevitable end, which is sorrows, acquisition and dispersion, building and destruction, meeting and separation, birth and death. All worldly pursuit have one unavoidable and inevitable end, which is sorrows, acquisition and death, building and destruction, meeting and separation, birth and death. All worldly pursuits are one unavoidable. Now when you do that, what happens? The mind memory starts working for you. So you remember the time. And so since everything will lead to sorrow, what will lead to joy? And joy will come only when you realize that you are a soul. It is a soul's journey. It is not a human journey. So the moment you come to that point across, you realize that it is your practice which is important. It is not the coach. It is the match which is important. It is not the prasanga which is important, but doing everyday practice is important. And how to improve your loving kindness, very, very important thing. Take these verses. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Pushtir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. You start chanting. So when you do that, what happens? You chant for Madras. May all beings in Madras be happy. May all beings in Madras be fulfilled. May all beings in Madras never leave their source of sorrow. May all people have good health. May all people not suffer the disease of COVID. May all people be filled with good health and longevity. May all people lungs become strong. So what happens? When you do the sadhana for your family, you get punya. When you get for your lineage, you get for punya. When you get for the whole Bharata Desa, you get more punya. The bigger is your understanding as you chant. So it does not really matter whether it is English or Tamil. Now easily you can understand it. Your mind will go deep into it. So the point is, slowly you can take this situation and apply it in the movie song. For example, I have seen one movie, Jayam Ravi's movie. I'll cut off the video clipping. Puvanam tuva tuva Marituligalil unnai kande. And the moment I listen to the song, it is as if somebody is singing for the God. So the moment you will immediately go into that bhava. Now you can listen to any romantic song and apply it to your devata. Immediately you will go into the devata bhava. Now if you are seeing movies, you see the pain of the hero, you see the painfulness of the heroine, their regret, their pain, immediately your sensitivity will go up. This is one of the best way to practice detachment. Now, many people will try to talk about being detached, being detached. Don't try to talk. It is not bodhana which is important, it is sadhana important. Take the words of Milarepa. All worldly pursuit lead to one unavoidable and inevitable end, which is sorrow. Birth in death, building in dispersion, meeting in parting. Knowing well, one takes the words of the Guru and tries to practice the sadhana. The time of death is uncertain. The time of practice is uncertain. Use this very time. The journey is long. So like that, if you motivate yourself every day to do the sadhana, you can easily do the sadhana. Many people have come and gone. It is like a waves in the ocean. Whenever I look at the waves of the ocean, there are many waves this ocean has produced. Within seconds it disappears. So like that, we also disappear in years. There was Genghis Khan, there was Alexander, there was Hitler, there was your mom, there was your dad, there was your friend. This is the truth. That is why Gautam the Buddha says very beautifully in Dhammapada, he says, treat this world as apparition, a dreamlike, a dewdrop in the touch of the grass. When you start thinking everything is impermanent, you will not get elated, you will not be sorrowful. It is after you hit a 4, the batsman goes back to batting, you start realizing that this impermanence is the permanent thing in the world. That's why Gautam the Buddha says, change is the only thing which is permanent. So when you meditate on impermanence and when you meditate on dissolution, you will realize automatically there is a sereneness which comes to you. You don't need to require to listen to the discourse again and again. Take the words, all worldly pursuits are one unavoidable, inevitable end, which is sorrow. You realize everything is a regret. You have money, you have regret. You don't have money, you have regret. You have fame, you have regret. You want to come out of this wheel of life and death because you want the regret of everybody to stop and you want to help the beings to get enlightened. And it is not out of selfishness. I thank you so much for seeing the video. May whoever sees this video, may they get enlightened. May whoever hears my words, may they get enlightened. If I was a guiding light to you in some manner, if I was an ant or a squirrel, thank you so much. Keep sharing the video. Thank you.